And one thing I really loved about Germany, and I think something that needs to come back to the UK, is in Germany, Germans take great pride in the made in German credentials of things. From that side, the Germans, I knew they would buy a second-hand Bosch washing machine rather than buy a brand new, from another part of the country. And I think that unfortunately in the UK we've lost that pride of that made in the UK pride. It's kind of that side of, we should be proud of what we're manufacturing here. We should be proud of what we can create here. We should be proud of the engineering prowess, and we should be proud and we should shout about it more. And I think the Made in the UK brand should have a better association with it. You look back over the years of engineering in the UK, and we've come up with 90% of the innovations that have gone across the world. And for some reason, in the last few years, we've lost that sense of pride around that, and that sense of belonging. And I think we have an excellent opportunity at the moment to really showcase this best of British, this made in UK label and this innovation.
I think it's a lot of businesses as well. It's all kind of a face kind of thing. So sometimes they might post that actually everything's made in the UK, but secretly they're actually importing stuff.
Definitely, mate. To be honest with you, as I said, without going into it too much, I think this is one of the reasons that we went into manufacturing a lot of the time when we were lifting up the hood on some suppliers and things like this. It was made in UK in name, but nowhere else, and that's not great. I think the big thing to, I think, as a manufacturer, as engineering, in fact, in anything, any aspect of business, is you are never judged by when it's going right. You're judged by when it goes wrong. Okay, and when it goes wrong, it's about your ability and the speed and the process in which you deal with that. And that's where I've actually find out if something was made in the UK or not. If you phone me up, I implore someone, when you watch this, phone me up on Orion's number and ask me for a part, and I can guarantee I can get that laser cut in here or machined in here quicker than you can get it ordered from Europe. And that's the truth of it. 83% of the components that go into all of our systems are manufactured in this factory. Yeah, and that's why we back everything with a 24-month guarantee. And that's the truth of it. I learned to make my own PCBs this year. I learned to make my own, well, really, when I say 83%, I mean it. Literally down to learning how to make PCBs, blowing them up, everything along that line. I want to be self-sufficient. I want to be in charge of my own destiny, and I want my customers to know that. I implore customers to come down here and get hands-on with the product. Come and have a look. We'll strip it down together. I'll show you. You can meet the guy who makes the cams. You can meet the guy who rolls the the conveyors and rollers and things like this as well. So I think that's really important to me and to customers. As I said, at 3 o'clock in the morning, when your system isn't running on Black Friday, suddenly you don't want to have a 12-week lead time or something, do you?
I think it's really good the way you're doing everything. I've spoken to businesses before where they've got businesses here and they've got businesses in Asia, and it's a case of, their customers have been, can I come and watch you machining it? Can I come and see it in the factory? Maybe not, because actually they've subbed it out to their other businesses actually elsewhere in the world.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And the small amount that we would sub out, would be laser cutting and some patterns if we run low on capability. But essentially, we own the design. We've got, to be honest with you as well, we've got some great British suppliers around here. And for me personally, I want to grow. At the end of the day, this is the whole reason I'm on this. It's the whole reason that we do the LinkedIn and the marketing and everything else. So from my side as well, I've had some great results from you guys at the Manufacturing Hub. At the end of the day, I think I'm talking to one of the companies at the moment about some new plastic guardings and some of the bespoke parts. But they need to be within the UK. They need to be within a lead time, and they need to be kind of made to our design. And I want those off the shelf on call off or bonded stock. So that's the kind of attitude I take.
That's what it's all about, really, is keeping this kind of community as well. It's just a case of trying to find these businesses easier. So the whole reason we created the hub in the first place is because of the struggle to find these businesses, and obviously that's where you've now obviously found kind of these new businesses to connect with and
definitely. Definitely. Look, as I say, I commend you guys on what you've done. I think it's a fantastic idea. The only thing I don't like is I didn't come up with it first. I think it's a really, really, really brilliant project and a mission statement that you've got going ahead, and I think you should both be incredibly proud of yourself. I mean, look what you're up to, 9,000 followers on LinkedIn now?
It should be 10 by the end of the year.
All right, it's 10 now, isn't it? Well, it'll be 11 by the time this comes out. But I mean, that's fantastic. And that goes to show, that you're doing something that people want and something that people need and something that people are looking for. And I think, honestly, all you have done is absolutely fantastic. And I think, I speak on behalf of certainly us and probably everybody else from Manufacturers Hub when I say thank you. It's a fantastic resource and a fantastic community.
If you want more customers, you've got two choices. You either pay for Google Ads or you hope that you're within the top 10 on Google's search.
There's over 100,000 manufacturing businesses in the UK, but how do they get found? I had that problem working for an engineering company in Essex with no marketing budget. How could new customers find us?
My name's Kevin and I'm the co-owner of Manufacturers Hub, and we've come up with a solution to get your business found online. Join us today to boost your online presence. Click the sign up link.